Hello and welcome to another video with me, Alex Rodriguez. So today we're going to be learning how to draw a female character. So we're going to start right now. So first, what you want to start up is how you want the body to be, like whether you want it to be like facing straight, side, or like bent, or sort of. So just draw your line of action like this. Anyway, you want them doing it like they're curved, sort of. And then for the torso, just copy what I'm doing, all right? Make sort of, what's it called? Chestnut, I think. Chestnut, I think, or something. Or one of them fortune cookie ones. And once you're done making sort of a chestnut shape, I think that's what it's called, draw a little circle here. This little ball will determine where the bottom proportion is going to be. This is like basically the middle section of your body, of how you turn your body and stuff. And then for the bottom part, the torso, make a sort of like a trapezoid kind of shape, like so. Let me fix this. There we go. All right. And for the arms, use little balls for the joints. Draw a line, circle, and a line to map out where you want your arm placements to be, and where the general shape of the arm is going to be. All right, and for the legs, for the midsection of the legs, or the pelvis part, go from this corner, each corner, and go down, sort of like a triangular shape. When instead of curving it in like a triangle, you do sort of like a box shape. All right, next for the waists. What I like to do to drawing, here's a tip. What I like to do is sort of like a balloon wrapped around it. So like, here's the balloon on this shape, sort of wraps. As it wraps, it goes in and out. All right, and then for the arm, you go from one ballpoint to the next. Then here's the tricky part. Here's the tricky part. For the arm, as we know, it has this little shape like this. And what I like to do to get this shape is divide the arm into thirds. This helps me to where the highest point of the arm is, and then where it drops down. So then you just make the other side of the arm, and yeah. The hand, you can do whatever you want. I like to use a little kind of another trapezoid shape with a triangle-ish kind of shape. That's triangle-ish. All right, and then just do the sort of the same thing with your other arm. Let me make this a little longer. Remember, divide it into thirds so you know where the highest point is going to be. Then drop it down. All right, and okay, and then the head, make it like a giant circle like this, and it's then wherever the direction you want the shape of the face to be. So for me, I'm gonna make it go this way. So I'm gonna draw center line there and the middle center line there. And then you can do whatever kind of head you want if you have your own art style. But if you're a new artist, and then just copy what I do, I'm gonna go from that edge there, go from this point down here, and curve in right to where this line is. You don't always have to do that, but I like to. Then you go from there, you bring this up, and then you make the ear. And since the neck is a feminine, it'll be a lot thinner than a male one. Male characters tend to have a more masculine one. So when you're drawing a female character, make sure their necks are a little thinner. All right, now we have the legs. Basically the same thing with the arms, but you have to remember that the legs are longer than the arms. That's what I like to do is imagine the first part from your waist to your knee is around almost the same size as from the torso to this pelvis part. So yeah, you just draw that and you go continue. Then what you want to do is put these little parts. I forgot what this part of the skin is called. Both male and females have this. I don't know where I heard this, but I'm pretty sure males have a more defined whatever this is, and females don't really have that much. I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyway, then what you want to do is go from here, and don't. Another mistake that I see is they just go all the way down like that. You have to remember that the cheekbone is also there. So when it's like this angle, you can sort of see the cheekbone. So you go in and then exit out from there, and you have that side. For this side, you go from here, this part at the edge, and you dive in, like so. Then you want to go ahead and do the same thing on this side, except without the cheekbone, because we're face. Because for here, the cheekbone is visible because we're seeing it from this side. From this side, you don't see it, so you can just go ahead and curve it into where this leg joint will be. And then sort of the same thing for the arm, where you do that thing, the highest point, but it depends on the angle, so that'll be more defined. On this side, it's like that, so that's where the knee part will be. And the back part of the leg, where this point for the leg would be more visible. You can't really see it here because, I'm using a smaller paper, and the way I have it set up is what's vertical. I think that's what it's called. All right. Then what you want to do is start, that's right, mapping the, what's this called? The deltoids around this, holy crap, sorry, around like the midsection of this leg. So you leave a little triangle shape of where that shape would be, and that's where the deltoids would be. And if you really don't know how to draw it, then what I like to do is go from this ballpoint down. That's where the shoulder blades, I think that's what it's called, would be. And from that point, you divide it into thirds. And the middle section, which would be the second, is when you draw that deltoid all the way there, curving in to where the stop sign would be. So 1, 2, that's where it'd be. Curve in right where that is, and then drops. All right, next is a tricky part. Oops, sorry about that. Is the boobs. So when drawing the boobs, what you want to do is, another mistake I see when people draw boobs is they'll draw like something like this, which isn't wrong, but it's also not right. So remember, the boob is, if you look at it from a side angle, it's not like, say this is where the stomach is, it's not like that. That's wrong. The boob is more like this, stops there, and then sort of curves in. This is where the arm would be. And yeah, so it'd be like that. So when drawing it, you go from the first section here, you do the curve thing, and for the line here, it could be down here or right there or even thinner. It depends on how big you want the breasts to be. So you do that and you curve them in. And what I like to do to make it more realistic and not like less 2D is this point where it hits the skin, don't like curve it in. What I like to do is, since we know the skin is there, it'd be more like that. It'd go up and then that part would curve in. Same thing with here, you do that. curve in a bit, I think. If you're looking at an angle, then that side. If it's this side, you don't really see that angle, so it's more like that. Alright, then once you got that down, you outline the body. So you go like that. There. Okay. From the blue line. So you just outline it, and so once you're done outlining your body, you can just put whatever you want after. You can put any type of clothing. Yeah. Oh, that's right. This part, I forgot what this is called, but yeah, you can use this line as a reference. And there you go. And then once you're done drawing those, just get the shoulders done. And from there, you just keep outlining it. And then you'll be done. Then you can just do whatever you want. You can put whatever type of clothing on. And yeah, so like and subscribe for more video tutorials like this. Oops, there we go. And bye.